Dear sisters and brothers, after 6 weeks of Easter season, this season is closing. And one of the closing of this will close next Sunday with Pentecost. The other passage is that after risen from the dead, Jesus appeared to his disciples, stayed with them. But one day he has to depart for the last time and go back to the Father. Jesus announced many times this, but I don't know if the disciples were ready for that moment. And also, apart from announcing that he has to go back to the Father, he tells them that as the Father asked me to come here in this world and be witness of his love to all the person, now for you will be the same. Continue to be witness of what you have seen and what you have experienced. If you remember, in September we started the pastoral year with the words of St. John. What I've seen, what I touched, what I experienced in my life, I share with you. And St. John and the other apostles understand very well that what they saw, what they touched, what they experienced, what they heard from Jesus, now they have to bring to all the person. And Jesus said in all the Gospels, after his death, and also in the Acts of the Apostles, before leaving them, the last word are, you are my witness. And especially St. Luke stress on this being witness of him. But before arriving to that, let's see the first reading that is a wonderful reading as he started his second book of St. John, of St. Luke. And you refer to the first book at the very beginning. And then Jesus is going to depart from his disciple, telling them to not depart from Jerusalem. Then we'll see what's the meaning of that. And then I will send you the promise of my Father. You'll be baptized in the Holy Spirit. And then the disciple with this asked the question, Lord, are you at this time going to restore the kingdom of Israel? And it tells us that the disciple didn't understand nothing of what Jesus said. They are talking about restoring a kingdom on this earth, probably even freedom from the dominion of the Roman Empire. And they are so earthly at that moment, right at a few moments before Jesus left them. I was thinking, what's the feeling of Jesus hearing that question? But Jesus didn't despair and tell them, what you see, you are a witness, starting from Jerusalem to Judea and Samaria, and then to the end of the earth. Because you will receive the power of the Holy Spirit that gives you strength to be witness of me. So Jesus didn't despair. Even in front of his disciples, for the last moment he will stay with them, they showed that they did understand. And this gives us hope for the many times that we do not understand, we do not follow Jesus. Jesus is always like this. Doesn't rebuke us with strong words, but encourages us. Oh, I already tell you, you already have the power of the Holy Spirit. I will be your witness. Just repeat them. I repeat this many times. And then we arrive to the moment of the ascension. Actually, the ascension was a moment of a big crisis inside the first church, the beginning of the church. Because Jesus was their leader. They lead them for these 3 years in which we preach, make a lot of miracles, and walk around from the north to the south, And so where Jesus went, the disciples followed. What Jesus asked them to do, they do. Then the moment of another crisis when Jesus died, they lost their way. They didn't know what to do. But only for 3 days. And then he came back full of joy. Remained with them for these 40 days. Again, 40 is a period of time in which we can fulfill a task.